Hey everyone, this is Sam and welcome to my NBA 2K21 tutorial number 3. Today it's going to be a dribble tutorial and I'm going to show you guys the new between the legs behind the back that comes uniquely in 2K21. I call this move the splitter and it is absolutely deadly in a game setting, and also it's freaking beautiful. So if you enjoyed today's tutorial, please share and like, and make sure to subscribe for more 2K21 tutorials all season long. And also, you can check out my all 2K21 tutorial playlist in the description below to stay updated from previous tutorials and all of the future ones I have coming for all of you. So to do the regular behind the back, all you have to do is hold down turbo, push and hold the left stick diagonal towards the ball hand upwards, and flick the right stick diagonally down at a 330 angle away from the ball hand. You do that, you get this regular behind the back that is very common in 2K20. And you can see my player's body has shifted to the left side here because the left stick diagonal angle adjustment. Hold turbo while you push the left stick towards that angle, but then you're going to flick the right stick diagonally down away from the ball hand, which was the left hand. And you can readjust the left stick angle as you finish the dribble move, so then you can now push the left stick to the right and attack out of it. Here, but don't let go of turbo, hold turbo throughout the entire time. And I'm holding turbo here and I'm flicking the right stick down just to trigger a step back for fun. And you can pull off that shot. So the regular behind the back works very well at an elbow angle. So you can see I'm doing the turbo dribble escape into a momentum crossover here. But now I'm going to push the left stick diagonally, upwards towards the left, which is the ball hand. But I'm going to flick the right stick diagonally down at a 330 angle to the right side, so away from the ball hand. And I'm holding turbo the whole time. And once I make that right stick flick, Kawhi is going to do the behind the back. I get the separation and I'm good to go. So the regular behind the back is still very powerful, especially if you attack middle and then go behind the back towards the elbow area. So you can see this in real speed, and that's very deadly, especially when you get away from the hedge defender and the on-ball defender like that. Now the splitter version though, it's actually just a behind the back between the legs as you see there. And this is pretty much the counter to the regular behind the back. So you can see I'm holding the turbo, flicking the right stick right, and then pushing the left stick all the way to the left to trigger the momentum dribble. Everything is actually the same as the behind the back move to trigger the splitter move. Once you have flicked your right stick diagonally down at 330 away from the ball hand, you're gonna immediately flick the right stick back up like instantaneously. So just flick. If you do that quick enough, instead of the behind the back, you're gonna get the behind the back between the legs going middle, as you see my Paul George pull off there. And this is an excellent move for two reasons. So you can see me here pull off the momentum regular crossover, heading to the middle. The splitter move, as you can see, I'm going to pull it off, comes with a lot of forward exit momentum and ball protection because you're putting the ball between the legs behind your back, right? So it's impossible to steal. And with the forward momentum, you're going to get blow-bys. So this is going to be great, splitting defenses. You can see I'm doing a step back into just a regular turbo forward. So here's a step back, turbo forward. And now I'm going to trigger the splitter move, flick the right stick behind the diagonally down, and then flick the right stick right back up immediately. So it's diagonally down away from ball hand and then upwards immediately. Flick. This move was great to attack out of an angle into a crowd. So imagine there's a crowd there. I would just split them up and blow by whatever help comes by. That's why this move is so good. You can also pull out of the splitter pretty smoothly. So you can see I did the splitter there. But I'm actually just going to stop and just do a regular pull up out of it. So I'm not going to attack forward. I'm going to stop, just pull up. That's also a great stop on a dime. You can see this in-game action. The splitter can trigger blow-by animation. So you can see I'm getting the ball to Paul George here. I'm in the flow freelance. Gonna double tap L1 to get that hash ISO spacing. You can watch tutorial number 2 for that. All of this freelance stuff. But you can see I'm about to do the step back, go forward, and I'm gonna flick the right stick diagonally 330 away from ball hand downwards, and then flick it right back up, straight up. This 12 o'clock straight up, trigger the splitter move, and there is a blow by. The defender was in front of me, but I blow right by him. A lot of momentum coming out of this move. Now this time, you can see me do the right stick flick, momentum hop away, left stick, hold turbo the whole time doing all of this. And then as I get to the wing, I'm going to trigger the splitter move right here. I'm going to get away from the defender, and I seal him off, right? You see that? I protected the ball, got the forward momentum, sealed him off, and I can shift and turn the corner and attack baseline immediately. See, the move helps me gain forward momentum. Then I seal him off because I switched hands. Now he's behind the play, and with all of that speed, I can also dunk immediately right out of it. There's no delay, no slowing down. And the best of all, you can see it here. I get it in transition. I see, there's defenders there. I'm going to do a step back move, hold turbo, flick right stick back. Now I'm pushing the left stick to the left towards ball hand, flicking the right stick down away, 330. Now I'm going to flick it right back up, straight up at 12 o'clock, holding turbo the whole time. Split the defense, and they can't steal the ball there because I'm splitting the defense and the ball is being protected. They can't reach on it on either side. In 2K21, you can steal the ball really easily doing this. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm just ripping the ball away from the opposing team every single time by attacking the ball when they expose it, and especially when they're heading one way with momentum. I'm gonna get in between them. I'm just gonna rip the ball right away from them. You're gonna get your ball stolen a ton in 2K21 because of this. And really, the perfect counter to this, as you can see time and time again, like Middleton here, should have done the splitter move and just split my hedge defense, but he didn't. So he exposed the ball, turning the corner. I'm going to rip it right over his hands with Kawhi, and I'm off to the races. That's 2 points. But with the splitter move, this won't happen. You can see me pull off the splitter here in this instance. I'm going to get the ball up to Paul George. I'm going right up court using the L1 passing screen away to create some hash ISO spacing. I'm going to go splitter. So now they can't shoot at me left or right with Middleton or Matthews because I just switched hands without exposing the ball. That's the key about the splitter move. I am switching hands, going around, going behind, but the ball is completely sealed off away from the defenders. If they reach on that, it's a foul. You can see here I'm using Montrezl Harrell. Giannis is exposing the ball. Boom, it's gone. That's going to be a splitter. Even the behind the back is risky because the ball is still, exposed. You can see the splitter can't reach on that. Nothing you can do about that, and I still get all the angles I want with the speed. Now, the counter to the splitter is, instead of flicking the right stick right to 12 o'clock right away after you trigger the behind the back, is to simply just flick it to the opposite hand to the left. In this case, because it started on the right, so this will be 9 o'clock in this case, flicking the right stick 9 o'clock while holding turbo. You can see I'm doing that just that. This time I'm going to go behind the back to the left, so flicking right stick down diagonally to the left side, and I'm going to flick it to 3 o'clock back to the right side while holding turbo the whole time and angling my left stick towards the basket or away from the defender. That's the perfect counter to the splitter. But overall though, the first move you have to nail is this very simple hash ISO momentum cross. You can go back to the playlist and watch tutorial number 1 for this in detail. But this is a very, classic, basic momentum crossover in 2K. But if you attack this out of the hash angle, a lot of the time you're just going to score doing that, or get the help defender to bite, and you're going to find your open shooters. But as you develop your dribble moves, I suggest get the behind the back down. So left stick, if the ball's on the left hand, diagonally down towards the right, away from the ball hand at the 330 angle. And opposite side, if it's the left side, then same thing, right? Vice versa. Once you get this behind the back down, you can start trying to, once you get the behind the back, flick it 12 o'clock right stick, right? So it's diagonally down. If the ball's on the left hand, 330 to the right side. Once you get that flick in, don't even wait for any animation. Just then immediately flick it back to 12 o'clock. So you can see I'm flicking it 330, 12 o'clock. Bang, behind the back. Between the legs. Alright? Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see all of you guys again next time.